to go.
Hello, everybody. This is Boxing Bros UK. I am here's the boss, Chris. This is my co-host, Andrew, the Boxing Brain. And the topic of the day is, obviously, we've got a big fight coming up on the weekend, Easter Sunday, Liam Cameron versus Ben Whittaker 2. And we're going to watch along to the highlights of the gloves are off, do a bit of a psycho analysis.
And then we're going to, I like that.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
I wanted it, but did it have to happen? Public want to see it, don't they, deep down?
I'm right with it.
We do.
What point did you decide we're doing this again? When you was actually there, or after
pretty much
days?
as soon as it happened, you know, you want to get it back, you want to run it back and win decisively, and that's what it's about. For me, I'm excited to not prove people wrong, but just shut some people up and have a little laugh at the end.
You said he turned up his best,
Yep.
and I turned up my worst.
And I still stand on that. And I got nothing.
Why did you turn up your worst?
Just a lot of things to it, really. There's a lot going on in the background, but I'm in a great place now. My mind's nice and clear. I'm very happy where I'm at, and my team's great.
Was that your best?
Do you know what it is? Let him have that, because...
No, I'm asking you, was that your best?
I broke my nose. Listen, I broke my nose 4 weeks before the fight. It was splattered. And I thought, the money carrots dangled off. I thought, there's no way I'm pulling out. That nose don't mean no to me. I've got to cement Mark's future. Injuries won't matter.
So do you think Ben's making up excuses?
What it is with Ben, he's trying to get his mind right, and he's come different. And I like this Ben. He's come different. It was last time we were like, I were nothing, piece of meat, but like I'm another human being what's coming to win. I've got a lot online. There's pressure on me with this fight because I've got thousands of people wanting me to win. One thing I've got is respect.
I respect every fighter.
It weren't like that the first time. It were dismissal. It was arrogance.
Showboating against bums,
everything
Chris.
About your clothes, with everything. And now it's a completely different guy.
I'm still that guy.
Don't
worry. I'll turn up.
That's
and
like
still be
1-0.
that. Of course, I respect every fighter. What do you want me to do? Go over there and give you a kiss before the fight? Come on now, we're both fighting, man.
It's a bit of a weird thing to say,
Talk
wasn't
me
it?
through the fight.
It was like two kids in Weatherspoons drunk. It was just swinging wild. It was messy. It was all over the place, and you saw the end result.
That's what I do too. That's my game plan.
So really, you got him to fight your fight?
I must look rubbish, me on telly or something. Because when they all spar me or fight me, they're all knackered. They're all knackered.
Were you tired?
Funny that.
I was exhausted.
Here he goes, look.
I'm asking you, Sue, but were you tired?
I was knackered.
I had a thought process. I thought it's in Saudi. It's on a big card. You wanna stand out, and you went in there. You're not probably. I think you underestimated him. I thought I'm gonna blast him out of here and put on the show. Am I wrong? Am I right?
Neither really. The main day is 20th. I'll turn up then and we'll show.
Do you know before when I said everything I was gonna do, Ben said he trained hard, he strength and conditioning, he's had the best training camp, trains 3 times a day. But he's telling you a different story.
I was just chilling, playing PlayStation. I've got out of bed a couple of times.
I told you the truth what was gonna happen.
So do you believe you now, or
you don't need to believe me or disbelieve me?
well, because you've got a lot of flack, you've got a lot of stick from a fight that you did lose.
All answers will be told April the 20th.
October 12th. Did he hurt you?
Not
At
really.
all?
No, that's
Not
one.
really. Not really.
That's one thing. I said he had no punching power at all. Honest to God, you do not punch at all.
Do you think you hurt him?
See, Chris, I just want to pause it there, right?
Yeah.
I just want to pause it there. He said, I will get your reaction to this. He said, I'm a Christian man, he never hurt me. So if he never hurt you, why did you resort to so many low blows? So why did he resort to a lot of low blows against Liam Cameron if he wasn't hurting him? because that to me is a telltale sign a fighter's getting frustrated or he's hurting there. So, the actions speak louder than words.
He's one of them guys. Like some people, they love themselves that much that they can never be humble in their life. And it comes with people with great talent. Fury, even Muhammad Ali, they're all the same. They can't admit when they can't. It takes a while to get humbled. Look at Fury; he still thinks he beat Usyk twice. He still thinks that now, and he believes it.
But I had to quickly say that because I thought that was a bit, But he does.
He did, but he's just himself.
He don't want to give him the props. He doesn't want to give him anything. It's fair enough, but
But it doesn't work out because one thing I will say: when you have that attitude and you can't humble yourself. When you've lost and you can't admit why you lost, and you say, "Nah, he didn't hurt me. Nah, he didn't win." Look at Fury. He had that attitude. What happened? He lost again.
Yeah.
Even Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali, he was saying, "Joe Frazier didn't beat me. He didn't beat me. They gave him the decision because he's an Uncle Tom and I won't go in the army. And it's my comeback." And everyone's pissed off about it still.
Yeah.
He wouldn't give Joe Frazier the credit. What happened to Ali after that fight? He went and got his jaw broken and lost to Ken Norton.
It'd be better.
If you have that attitude.
Ben Whittaker would be better off lulling Liam Cameron into a better psychology for me would be, do you know what? It's to soften Liam Cameron up a bit and to go, do you know what? I underappreciated you. I underestimated you. You do punch a bit harder than what I expected. I'll give you, and try and sort of like soften him up a bit so he maybe goes in the ring and is not maybe sticking it on. I think this approach he was taking, all right, he's come in, he's a bit more humble, but I think some of the things he was saying, he could have given him his dues a little bit and kind of done a bit of kind of reverse psychology. But there we are.
But he wants to be, because he believes it's me, I've got to be cocky and arrogant, how I always am, and not like this ain't nothing, because it isn't nothing. That's what he's doing, positive self-talk, trying to G himself up. Obviously, he'll have Andy Lee in his ear, giving him, you're better than him, giving him all the motivation he needs. So we'll go.
Definitely did.
Yeah.
You know I did.
Okay. Well, I'm excited.
Do you know what the best thing is? It went 100 mile an hour yet for me.
You mean you've not stepped up a gear?
No, I didn't step up. And that's the frustrating thing. You never know in boxing. 1 minute I'm throwing a big right hand, he's gone back, flipped his son over ropes. And I'm like, 1 minute in ring, 1 minute out. We're mad.
Did you hear what he said, Ben? He said you flip yourself over the ropes.
Houdini, man, I can do magic tricks. You know what I mean?
What happened? What actually happened?
People saw what they saw. Some people believed that happened, some people didn't. But all I know is he ended up on top of me and I got injured.
So it was no one's fault, Liam?
Do you know what I can remember is I was thinking, I'm going to stop him. I could see him proper faded and I thought, I'm never confident. I always be lower than where it is. I built him up to be a monster. I can remember thinking it, fine, I'm going to stop him. Then I hit him with some body shots, took wind out of him, and he actually holded me, and because he was tired, he did before he went back, put his head back.
I see you smiling, man. You're smiling at his description, you're smiling at his...
I like it.
His translation of what happened.
He's very calculated, but it's very nice. But at the end of the day, it's a good job I've been doing gymnastics this time, so if it does happen, I can land on my feet.
Do you think I'm being calculated?
Maybe so. You broke it down to a T. I flipped my head at 0.2 seconds and I landed here at 4.4 seconds.
And we still need more answers. Ben, what was the injury?
I've already said. I've got the doctor's notes and whatnot.
No, tell us what the injury is.
I don't need to tell you because it's been done.
I've got to pause it there.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, Chris, don't worry, everyone. At the end of this video, we've got a list of the injuries he's sustained, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So we've got a list of injuries that he's got. My problem with that is, you can't sit there and say to Liam Cameron, that he's being calculated, because you're saying, you said I did this, you said I did. All right, if he's wrong, what the fuck happened? You don't have to go into specifics, but you could say, I rolled over my ankle, or I leaned back too far. He fell on me, and it was just an accident. Just tell us what the fuck happened and how you injured yourself. Then, if that's not what happened, you can't say someone else is lying. You can't tell us the truth.
Yeah. I was looking at the comment sections across all the people covering this, and everyone's just saying the same thing. Like, everybody has just lost faith in Ben. You think this is a guy that's been hyped up, you know, is one of the biggest sort of young sort of prospects, paid prospects coming through. And he says he doesn't have to, it's all, you know, I don't have to disclose any of it. I kind of think he does, because the fans already smell a rat, right? Already suspect you. And you're coming out and he's doing everything that he could do wrong, he's doing wrong. So people are more suspicious, and everyone in the comment sections, and that's got an opinion, is just saying that he swallowed it, he's bottled it, he doesn't want 10 rounds, he didn't get it, because he's not coming out and telling us anything.
Yeah, I've just got the report.
Do you see what I mean?
Here. So basically, there's a guy, he's called, I don't know if he watches our channel, but he's called Ryan Doherty 6174. He was on a channel called Henry, and he's got the injury list of actually what
a guy called Henry. Yeah,
a guy
called Henry.
So this is one of the guys in the comments. So it's widely recognised that in the medical profession that the injuries sustained by Ben that night are as follows: a twisted fallopian tube, left side, ruptured ovaries, bruised myalgia, a lethal AR. So if you say he's faking it, I'd like to see some of your chaps do a recovery from these real injuries like Ben has. And obviously, we've heard Liam Cameron, he hurt his neck, his ankle, and his back as well. So he's looking
and broke his nose. And Liam Cameron broke his nose. Yeah, so essentially that was a very comical comment. Essentially listing all sorts of female problems, vulvas and vaginas and fallopian tubes and wombs, and God knows what he's listing. And then under it, apparently, it was by Dr. Shalom. So, I mean, this is what's happening to this guy's reputation, though, Chris. His reputation is being absolutely ruined, because at every single turn, it's a PR nightmare. And I tell you what, if he stinks the place out Sunday night, I mean, he's just got to get through it and win for his own career. But if he gets stopped by Liam Cameron or beaten on points, I don't know where he goes. I really don't.
He's finished. He's gonna. That's it. But let's get back to it. He's got to win this fight.
What I've heard is Ben Shalom said it was his neck and his spine.
See?
He said it was his ankle. They should have both sat down in a room and gone, listen, lads, what we're going to say is it's my neck, and we'll stick to that story. But they've got the stories crossed, everything.
Each time I will give you the question. You can answer it how you want. But then you can answer it to either infuriate the public because they've made up their mind, or you can say, this is what happened. If you don't believe me, it's up to you. What was the injury?
Everything. Spinal, like Mike Tyson said.
Fucking
I came out with a whole body cast on. I broke my knee, fractured my shin, little chip out my neck as well.
Oh dear, like a child. It's like listening to a child.
The flack, the stick, the backlash you got bothered you.
Killed him.
It bothered you. No, it bothered you to the point where you're thinking, you know what? I'm going to say, I'm only one to say, I'm not telling you anything. This is my truth. This is how I'm going to answer it. I'm going to leave you ignorant.
No, Johnny, come on now.
Do you not think?
Be a bit damp middle.
I'll say
no,
this.
I'm talking like I've seen the picture.
If the stick hits you though, you're not cut out for it. Luckily enough, I was cut out for it. People talk about me because I am that guy. People say a lot of things about me because I am that guy, and I'm supposed to be that guy. So they're talking for a reason.
So show it. Show it then.
Talk, this, that. Like I said, when I win April the 20th, and you bring that mic to me, I'm going to pass it back over to him and say, he had a lot to say before the fight. Let him talk again.
Let's see.
It's never an easy question to ask. Do you think he quit?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what?
Thank
Do you know
He
when,
calls
like,
himself Thank Whittaker.
you're so tired,
I'm quitting.
you're so tired, you just want out of there. You want out of that ring, and that's what he wanted
Look
out.
at
He
his face.
wanted
Did you
out.
see that? Did you see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
See,
Body language. It's terrible.
look at
Terrible
his
body
face.
language.
I'm just gonna rewind that just if I can just get it back. Right. Look at his face, yeah. He gives like, it looks like really mad for him when he says it,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, when someone
Yeah.
pulls that face, it's because you've touched a nerve, because they're
Yeah.
angry because it's true. Like,
Yeah.
I just see that again. His face looked like so angry.
So at the end of the day, they can talk, yeah, this, that. Like I said, when I win April the 20th, and you bring that mic to me, I'm going to pass it back over to him and say, he had a lot to say before the fight. Let him talk again.
It's never an easy question to ask.
Watch his face.
Do you think he quit?
Yeah, man.
Do you know what?
Well, after
Do you know
after
when,
this,
like,
what he
you're
said.
so tired,
I'm quitting.
you're so tired, you just want out of there. You want out of that ring, and that's what he
There,
wanted.
did
He
you
wanted
see?
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
angry, but he wants to cry because he's embarrassed.
I think I know the answer. I'm
Yeah,
asking
he's
anyway.
got, you can see it. He's
Did
hating
you quit?
himself. He's hating himself for quitting.
You want to leave a ring
Shame.
like
And now he's trying to laugh it off.
He was a killer, man. I had to just leap out there for my own good.
And then
Like
now
leapfrog.
And
and there's
he's
no,
trying to
so
make
there's
light
no
of
way
it.
you can carry on.
Sadly.
This is where you've got him, Johnny, because he ain't got answers. Unfortunately, look, I'm not saying it to be bad. I don't want to cause no friction, but I've got to be honest. He's got no answers.
This is what you're leaving the conclusion for people to make.
There's nothing
Do you know
to
what I
say.
mean? If I were going to be a better fighter, me personally, I'd go, look, I went knackered. I didn't train hard enough. I underestimated him. But this time it's going to be better. You can't even get that out of him.
Yeah. Brilliant point.
Change everything by just
Brilliant,
admitting
brilliant
his faults,
point.
because to be a better fighter, you've got to admit your faults.
That's
What
right.
were your faults in the fight?
He knows them all. So
No, I'm
let-
asking you. You don't know.
he knows them all.
You tell me what your faults were. You said you performed at your worst. What was it? You didn't move, you didn't jab, you didn't listen, you didn't. What was it?
Let the man, the technician, break it down. He's broke everything else down.
Like Freddie Roach on it a minute.
I know, he's going to get caught to the ear as well.
Freddie Roach.
So in those 5 rounds, what did you learn about Ben?
It's fast. Tires quick. He's in between weights, so a cruiserweight and a light heavy. I think
Yeah.
he struggles a
I
bit.
think a
to
lot
make
big.
weight. No, like
Thank you very much.
he is quite
See,
big
look
for
how
weight, to be
fragile he
fair.
is. Looking for reassurance,
It's
Chris,
hard,
there, wasn't he?
it's
Oh,
hard
do you think
in
I
there.
look big?
He's never been in a 12-round fight. I have. I've had 4.
Ben? Is it round 6?
Oh, do you know what's going to happen? If he loses to Liam Cameron, he's moving up to cruiserweight. Just,
Do you know
that will be
what?
his excuse.
Do you know what? Maybe a bit. We might have a bit of a Lawrence Okolie because he's about 6'2", Ben Whittaker, and he's quite tall. Maybe, to play devil's advocate a bit, because I'm not
He
Ben
does look
Whittaker's
like
biggest fan at the moment.
At light
I think it's a bit obvious that I'm maybe not his biggest fan, and I'm biased towards Liam Cameron because I much prefer him as a fight. I'm more into pressure fighters, Chris. I always have been. Outside of Bivol and Usyk, I'm a pressure fighter fan, and Ben Whittaker just annoys the fuck out of me. His style annoys me. He annoys everything. Annoys me about him. But he might be sort of really, really bone dry at the weight, and maybe he does need to go up to cruiserweight. Maybe the reason he gets gassed is maybe he ain't got enough food, protein, and resources in him. It could be true. Could be true.
Yeah, because that's the first time he actually. Because you think, he lands a few 1-2s. He dances around showboating. Yeah, then he lands a few more 1-2s. Showboat 1-2 rounds over.
No gas.
So he's not really.
He's got no
when he's
gas.
showboating, he's not really. He's taking some time off. That's the first time where he had to try and let his hands go and he gassed.
Yeah. Been exposed in the pro game, mate, by the looks of it. But again, we'll see on Sunday. We'll see. We'll get a better idea on Sunday,
we will
won't we?
see.
That's for sure.
Because I am going to play devil's advocate for the guy because he does say some interesting points later.
Yeah.
On April the 20th? Or are we starting afresh?
Round 6, round 1, round 2, round 3, whatever round it will be, I'll be there.
Liam?
He's a poet.
What happens?
I win.
How?
Laugh. That's what I mean. He's like laughing.
He
He thinks
took it serious. He laughed himself.
he's like,
He
no,
laughed
but I mean,
himself.
like, he
Sorry.
actually believes that I ain't got a chance. When he gets tired again, he's gonna think, here we go again. It's like a tattoo, the pain. You always want another one. You always want another tattoo. But then when you're in the chair, you think, oh, I can remember the pain.
Why?
That's what it's going to be like for him. The
That was
pain.
awful.
Good. That's a really
That-
good
that in your
point.
notes.
The
That did
pain.
not
Good
sound
analogy.
It's going to come back like that. And
Yeah.
all these flashbacks are all going to come back.
Fucking hell, remember
He thinks
this.
he's the boogeyman.
No, I'm not
Jeepers
a boog-
creepers. He's going to turn up in my dreams by the sounds of it. Just turn up. Holy cam's good. And there we go.
That was quite
I'm
funny.
thinking way too much now.
You all had me fooled.
If you're listening to the speaking all the time,
People from his hometown are buying tickets off me.
he wants more, he's hungry, he's tasted it now. But I gotta take that food off the plate, man.
Last time out in Saudi, it was different. Now this time, you're headlining on home soil. Ben, it's in the Midlands. Will the home support change things for you?
Not really. But it'll
So
be
why
good,
is it
good to
home
bring
fight then?
boxing back to the Midlands. They've needed some big nights, I'm excited.
Speaking of the Midlands, how did your upbringing shape you to be the person you are today?
Like I said, he was trying to portray me as this arrogant, this and that. But at the end of the day, my mum's worked 2 jobs, dad worked 2 jobs. I came from humble beginnings, and I'm in a position now where I can change their life, which is the best
Fair
thing
enough.
ever. And that's what's really grounded me. That's what's made me want to work hard. That's what made me cut no corners. Because where I'm from, the Wolverhampton, the Midlands, you don't really get given much. You have to go and get it yourself. And that's what I do.
That's the first
Liam,
choice words you've said.
You've been a
all day,
pro
mate.
for a long time.
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
your life reflected on that?
Yeah, I wished I could have. I knew what I knew now back then. Turned pro at 18, chucked away the GB setup. I had it on a paper and I gid it up. And I just wish I knew what I know now because I'm a completely. It might be whatever's happened to me, it's sent me tapped in my head, whatever it's done, but it's helped me, you know, to be strong. And taking drugs in my bedroom, thinking, in the mirror thinking, kill me. The band, the loss of stepdaughter and stuff, all that stuff, like, we're dogs, you know what I mean? But apart from the death and stuff, I wouldn't change anything because it's made me such a better person. Like, I don't drink, I'm not a bad person, I'll not stab you in the back, and I'll always give people a favour.
The person you were back then, is that who you're fighting for? Or fighting to keep away, to stay positive, to stay...
Yeah, definitely. Like, I'm in a proper routine, I can't change it. I have a chicken wrap every day and people like laugh, post it every day on my Instagram. Just staying to the same routine and I don't break it for nothing. So I am scared of going back down that. I know 100% I won't, but like, I keep on top of things now.
How's your life changed? It was very different for you. For months, it was radio silence. That's not you. Where did you go?
Good,
I
Johnny.
liked it, and it is me really. Like I said, if you saw me on the Olympic team, nobody knew me. Then the Olympic medal opened up the door. My flamboyant side came out, and it just started doing numbers. like I said, he's getting all these messages now. I've had that since I've turned pro. This little radio silence thing, it's been amazing. I've loved it. I've been able to go to the gym. There's no distractions. I've been around my family, and it was a blessing in disguise, really. I've really liked it.
You've got a different energy today. Now, has this young boy turned into a man, or have you decided to keep everybody at arm's length because you've seen the
Good question.
horrible side of our sport?
Maybe I have become a man, but I'm 27. If I'm not a man yet, when will I be a man? But I'm just in a calm place, and the only time I felt like this was the Olympics. And a lot of people thought that was a big pressure moment. You saw how I shined. I went there with one arm, and I got a silver medal and lost on split decision. And I feel like that again.
Liam, there's a lot of pressure on you now.
Yeah.
Right.
People are
First time he's
expecting
admitted it.
a lot more. Can you deal with that? Can you take that pressure? That
Yeah.
expectation?
I'm just numb to anything. Life
Yeah,
can get
because
you
of
like that.
what he's been through.
You all had me fooled last time with these cameras and the highlights and stuff like that. You all had me fooled. I'm a different man now. What believes? I'm very confident. I'm not a really confident guy. I like to be under confident. It's how I've been brought up.
Have you ever felt this confident in any fight you've been in?
No, definitely not.
Ben, do him a favour. Is he overconfident?
I'm terrified.
You know who he's getting in with. You know what you're doing. So you know what.
I
you're
think
gonna
he
bring
is
to the table.
terrified.
Is this man
I
overconfident?
think that was he was telling the
You don't
truth.
believe in yourself.
He's
Apparently,
definitely.
I'm knackered, I'm scared,
he
I'm
knows
shattered.
what he's up against this time because he's
Do you-
changed trainers.
Do you believe this? Do you believe?
Who knows? I'm not going to start trying to play with his mind and, oh, it's this, it's that. At the end of the day, when he's getting his raps on and stuff like that, and he walks to the ring, and the first bell goes, that's when you'll truly know.
Andy
Yeah.
Lee, he's a good trainer. He's your new trainer.
Yeah.
Tell us about why that move has come about.
Yeah, it's an amazing move. Firstly, he was a world champion himself, so he's been in situations, he's been in fights, he knows how to structure a camp, and he came from the same schooling as what I had in my first couple fights. He was a crunk boxer, and things didn't work out with Sugar. I went back to my amateur coach, and I was just doing what I wanted, if I'm honest. Turning up, saying I'm going to do this today, and we was going on about it. Down the line, we thought we'll have to get a head coach, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, the blessing in disguise happened. I got one of the best coaches in the
that
game.
change was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, it's going to happen
So it's
anyway.
not just because of this fight.
No, and that's what I like. A lot of people, oh, he's doing it. My team know it's going to happen, but I thought, well, we'll just see how it goes. We'll just keep going as long as we can, then we'll get somebody in. But like I said, this blessing in disguise happened. I got one of the best in the game now. And he's not just a coach, he's a good father figure. We do everything together every day. He's come every day. And having someone like that lives in you, does everything with you. It's a good place to be in.
Liam, it had nothing to do, him changing coaches.
Of course it did. Of course.
Yes, it did.
He said he trained
Yeah.
on, he said he did this, he said he did that, he was a beast, he's gonna flatten me. Now he's saying, well, I weren't doing this and I weren't doing that.
No, but nobody said I wasn't doing nothing. I just said I was calling the shots.
Yeah.
If you listen to the speaking all the time, you'd know.
You've just
You know
asked
what I
me
mean?
a question.
I said
haven't you?
I was
See,
calling the
he
shots.
knows I'm telling
I
truth.
would go
He's
to the
getting
gym and say,
rattled.
I'm doing this.
Did you underestimate?
Say, of course you did.
We'll see.
He can't say it. He can't admit
You
it.
only
No,
have
he
one chance
can't.
to make a first
It's a real
impression.
problem. This is. It's a real
Let's go
problem
now.
going into the
Get him by
fight.
surprise.
Yeah. All I have to do is see you once. And I've seen him now. I've felt him now. And like I said, he might believe it, he might not believe it. That was my worst night. And I'm happy. I felt it. I felt his power, as he says. I felt him trying to come on strong or go back. I felt it all. And when you felt it once and experienced it once,
So I just want to say something quick, Chris.
I'm going to ask you something, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
He says that was his worst night, right? From the Williams performance to the Ezra performance to the Liam Cameron performance, they all were subpar.
Yeah.
So my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I don't think, I do think he was very flat. He was clearly nervous. There was, he felt the pressure, whatever. He's coming of age. I think he's getting Andy Lee in there because he's trying to find confidence. Whereas Liam Cameron's a man. He's been through a lot in life. He's ready to go to war. Ben Whittaker has been flat in his last 3 fights. I just wanted to make that point. He's not been great for a few fights. So I'm just saying. Yeah.
He didn't look good against the Nigerian bloody YouTuber.
Yeah.
Jim's sparring partner.
No.
And he didn't really look against that Southern Aryan guy.
Williams.
Was winning.
Williams.
He was getting hit a lot.
Yeah.
Hit a lot.
Yeah. So
more than he should. He should be pulling guys out of there.
I think maybe potentially in the pro game, this could be what he is. This could be what, again, we'll know more on Sunday, but I think this could be his ceiling. What I'm trying to say, Chris, is I don't think his ceiling is perhaps what we all thought it might be. Yeah.
For sure. Right. We're nearly there.
Yeah.
You might come across as a stupid question, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Is your career on the line in this fight?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? No.
So if you lose,
he doesn't even believe it himself.
you're thinking, you know what, don't matter. My career's still online.
Oh, it's hilarious.
For me, I think every fight my career's been on the line. Do you know what I mean? I can't say, because of Liam Cameron #2,
Well,
my career's
true.
on the line. Being the person I am, I'm the head honcho. Everybody wants to take me off the top. And like I said, because of what happened, a silly little night, it's opened up this door for him. He wants more, he's hungry, he's tasted it now. But I gotta take that food off the plate, man.
Do you think he could cope with losing? The persona of Ben Whittaker you know? Or you think you know?
Yeah, because he's caught with a lot, this fight. He's caught with a lot. I felt half bad with stuff I've seen. Do you know what I mean? I felt very bad. Not trying to take...
What do you mean the stuff you've seen?
Stuff I've seen, comments and people from his own... Do
you mean the negative comments?
Yeah, people from his hometown are buying tickets off me. And that's what
happens when you're the guy.
I'm like, wow, I think I've done 1,000 tickets. Most from being Sheffield and Wolverhampton.
Come on, Wolverhampton. Good job I'm from Warsaw.
I remember you at the Olympics.
Yeah.
You wasn't happy with a silver medal.
Yeah.
Could you cope with losing to this man?
There'll be no losing, so there's no coping.
But we drew last time, so...
Yeah, and you're doing backflips over a draw.
It was
I mean, you hit the lottery off a draw. Do you know what I mean? I class a draw as a loss.
It was whiskers losing, weren't it, to be fair?
Okay. So, that's that.
Yeah.
This one off.
So
now we're going to move on.
So that's that.
That's it from us. Boxing Bros UK. Peace out.